Good morning, friends and neighbors. Thanks for stopping by our Facebook and our YouTube feeds on this Sunday, April 30th, 2023. If you're used to being able to participate in our live worship streaming at this time, you'll need to return next Sunday at 10 a.m. when we'll have our usual live feed active. For today, I just want to share a few words about the 23rd Psalm. I'll be reading a new translation by the Hebrew scholar Dr. Robert Alter. Psalm 23, a David psalm. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. In grass meadows he makes me lie down. By quiet waters guides me. My life he brings back. He leads me on pathways of justice for his name's sake. Though I walk in the vale of death's shadow, I fear no harm, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, it is they that console me. You set out a table before me in the face of my foes. You moisten my head with oil, my cup overflows. Let goodness and kindness pursue me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord for many long days. I think this new translation is still quite similar to the traditional form that I memorized as a child. Now, there are a few words of differences, such as where it reads, my life he brings back, instead of he restoreth my soul. Dr. Alter notes that although he restoreth my soul is time-honored, the Hebrew word nephesh does not mean soul, but life breath or life. This brings up an image of someone who has almost stopped breathing and is revived, brought back to life. I find that this idea, this particular translation, has expanded my understanding of how this psalm can take on even more meaning. Our human soul is such a nebulous structure that its ebb and flow can seem almost imperceptible at times. Thus, having it restored in the course of this psalmist's poem bears somewhat less impact than having one's very life breath returned at the brink of death. Think about how David, the author of this psalm, has already faced death in his youth, protecting his sheep from a wild beast, protecting his tribe from a giant adversary. David, speaking of moving on a path of justice that leads to death's still looming shadow, is a very compelling idea. His confidence then is very clearly expressed by the words, I fear no harm, you are with me. So today, if you will take a few minutes to meditate on this psalm, reread whatever version you have available to you, a few words at a time, and then pray that your relationship with God will bring back your life, particularly when the world tells you to be very afraid. God is with you. Fear no harm. Go in peace to love and serve God.